In today's world, we live in more of a what I've heard termed a side gig economy. The Ubers, the Lyfts, the food delivery. I mean, all of these different kind of side gigs that have lots of flexibility. And I've even known a couple of planters that their kind of full-time side gig is driving for Uber, and they love it because they learn their community, they learn their city so well because they have to be able to drive it, and they're meeting people constantly. They have all kinds of encounters that they get to meet people and learn about the context in which they're serving. So I think there's a lot of
that stuff's really beautiful for kind of the Sean's and I. Like we like to have multiple things going on. I mean, I love. Like today I was in my store, I had a ministry conversation. I had to go to the DMV for the church. I'm interviewing with you. I'm going to a movie night we're hosting at the church. Like the gear shifting that I'm doing just today is pretty interesting. And that for me is fun. There are other folks who that would just destroy them, and so I'm aware that that's not everybody can do that. And so some people need maybe they need to have two things that are very similar and kind of happen in blocks of time. And that's okay. It's kind of figuring that out. That's the journey. What were you going to say, Sean?
Well, no, I'm just going to continue on with what you said. You said a couple words that I'm definitely passionate about. And you had mentioned, like, again, I think part of the reframing of part-time, bi-vo, co-vo is just letting people know, like, it doesn't have to suck. You know what I mean? Because usually when we think of bi-vo, it's like, all right, I went to seminary, I got my degree, I raised funds, I planted a church, I went to ministry, and like, it's not working out. And that's like, I got to go get a job that I hate, that's just soul sucking. Whereas where I reframe it, again, I'm mostly working with people on the front end, helping them start businesses and nonprofits. It's like, what are you good at? What are you interested in? And what are you passionate about? And how do you create a career around that? Now, that could mean going back to school, getting an education around that. It could be like a certain skill set that you could start something. Whereas, like, and it's different, but it's where it becomes just as life-giving as ministry. But it is ministry, right? It's a different kind. So, but it's go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it can even be life-saving in a way. Like there's another story I tell in the book is about my church planting buddy who would build furniture in his time off, and that wasn't a job, but there's something about having sometimes your bivocational role, it is life-giving in a way. And it is ministry, and you're going to bump into different people, but also, I mean, frankly, a lot of times, I mean, when you think about soul sucking, I mean, ministry is soul sucking, like literally sucking from your soul. And that sometimes it's kind of nice to run some TPS reports or stir up a cup of coffee, I mean, it's not necessarily even the worst thing for you in some situations. And chances are it's going to get you out in front of a whole different crowd.